Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
And pleased to be joined now by the champs, Team Thomas. You know Justin, there's Dad Mike. Good to see you guys.
Hi.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right, what are the most vivid memories from the victory last year?
A lot of great little ones here and there, but yeah, it's hard to choose. You know, the putt on 18 up and down. You know, hit a nice chip in there. Pops made the putt.
Pops
took
for the cheese, 5 feet for 57.
Took the pressure off of me, so that was nice.
How much pressure were you feeling on that putt?
You know, it was really odd. I mean, I couldn't even feel my legs or anything on the first tee Saturday morning in front of Tiger and everybody. And it was just so odd. Sunday throughout the day, I felt very calm. I don't know why. I just felt very calm all day, and I think that's why I putted so well. I don't know.
We know you, Justin. What are Pop's strengths in terms of his golf?
Yeah, I mean, I would say his...
That's a short list.
Due to the lack of practice that he has now, he spends his majority of time teaching, but now he has taken, you know, his time to be able to, what he calls cram sessions in getting ready for this. And, you know, he's hitting the ball solid. I know he works hard in terms of, he's done the same stuff his whole career, so kind of being able to overdo that. But, you know, he was always a great chipper and putter when I grew up, you know, playing with him. So enjoyed that. With
some good health in 25 years, you guys will be sipping some Kentucky bourbon on a front porch somewhere, and you'll be reminiscing about the W at the PNC Championship. When you do, what are the shots you think you're going to remember from 2021 or 2020?
Yeah, for me, I don't know. I can't think of a particular shot. We never really did anything crazy like Charlie's 5-wood where they made that eagle. We never just had some spectacular shot. I mean, when I look back on last year, or else if it's 25 years from now, it'd be just the time that we got to spend together out here. That's really what I remember more than any one shot.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, you had a health scare back in September. What happened? And what's your level of gratitude and appreciation this week, given what you went through?
Yeah, a little blood clot a couple weeks before the Ryder Cup, which made me miss the Ryder Cup. I feel I'm pretty much past that. I'll just have to get rechecked on that. So just old and breaking down, that's all.
And your level of gratitude to have Pop back out there, given what happened? Yeah,
no, it's great. I mean, it was, there's no good time for that, but not having him there at the Ryder Cup was a bummer. I mean, it was, but the health is always going to take the priority over anything that we're doing, so it's even more special to be here this week.
Who's caddying this week?
I got Bones. We're using every event we possibly can to get more and more comfortable, and Pop's got the veteran and Mom back at the back.
Mom's coming back.
Mom's coming back.
She liked that check last year.
Mom may have had the most significant move of the 2 rounds last year when she fetched you 3 Coronas after you guys, after you guys posted the W.
She knows us well.
Huh? Yeah. You have a small tattoo, or you have 2 actually.
Yeah.
What significance of both?
I have a Roman numeral 3 for me, my mom and dad, and I, and the T and the cross there is for Thomas, so it's just kind of all the 3 of us, and then got this grandpa's signature, which, obviously has a lot more significance now with him passing, and I was glad he got to see it. He told me he was going to charge me 100,000 residuals every time it was on TV. So I owe you $100,000 there, Grandpa. 3 generations of PGA professionals, and Paul was the first. Tiger's back. Everybody's thrilled about that. You played 9 holes with Tiger, a few days ago?
Yeah.
What do you look like?
He looked good. Doesn't look like somebody that's been through what he's been through. He's impressive.
How's he hitting it? I mean,
pretty good. Yeah.
Pop in the bat?
Nice. Yeah, I'd say he's got some pop. Yeah.
300?
He's making fun of my lack of pop.
But are we? Because he joked. He said, you know, he was giving up 30, 40 yards. But is he touching 300 off the tee?
All in, I don't know if he's quite there yet, but it's close. Yeah.
Based on what you saw, and I had promised everybody we weren't going to let this train get too far down the station and start prognosticating about Augusta National and all of that. But based on what you're seeing, you wouldn't be surprised if he competed at some point in 2022? Is that fair to say?
I'm sure that's his goal. You know, I'd say that this was, like Justin said earlier, this was circled on his calendar probably for Charlie. And I think that was a great carrot out in front of Tiger to get his health ready to be able to spend these couple days with Charlie. I think it's just getting to get out here with his son this week was like, that's his first goal.
Justin, based on what you saw of Tiger soon after the accident earlier this year, how surprised are you that he's even teeing it up?
I would say I'm more just happy than surprised. I think I just, like he said in all of his interviews and his press conferences, which I thought, was all handled, done very well, is that it just was, there was too much unknown to really have any kind of expectations. You know what I mean? It's like,
but he was banged up.
Yeah, no, I mean, he said it. It's like you get an ACL, you're going to have X amount of time. You get a back surgery, you're going to have this. But he didn't know what the end game was going to be for this. So, we're just excited to be able to spend this week with him. And it's nice to have Charlie, teeing off from the front of the greens, essentially, so he might not have to hit too many tee shots.
Here we go. What's the level of trash talk? Forget between you and Tiger. I'm between you and Charlie, who's all of 12 years old.
Yeah. I have to remind myself of that sometimes, that my entire arsenal or maybe bag of trash talk has to be slimmed down a little bit because he is, a kid, but it's all in good fun.
He can hold his own for a 12-year-old.
He can. Well,
Needles out?
Yeah, he's learned from the best.
How's his game, by the way?
Charlie's good. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
Best parts of his game?
I would say his length is very sufficient for his size. His ball striking is really good.
Definitely has a lot more shots than other 12-year-olds, I would say.
What a surprise there.
Yeah,
I mean, he's learned at the foot of the best probably to have ever done it. Technically, fundamentally, he's right where you want to be?
He's sound, for sure.
I understand that, Justin's where he's at in large part because he put in the work and he had the uncommon talent, but you guided him, Mike. How'd you get it right when a lot of parents get it wrong?
Well, as my late father would admit to, he got it wrong, so I experienced that on the other side.
Well, just stop for a second. Why'd Paul get it wrong?
He was very hard on himself. He was brutally hard on himself. He was a old school kind of dug it out of the dirt kind of pro, so and he was very successful in spite of being hard on himself. So naturally, he would just be hard on his students as well. I mean, it wasn't just me. I saw him. He was hard on other students he worked with. And I just remember not enjoying that very much. And I just kind of made a promise to myself that with Justin, we were going to be friends first and father second. And I just, because I seen the other side of it and how little I enjoyed that. And I wasn't going to put him through that.
What makes your dad such a great teacher?
Keeps it simple. I think knowing different ways to say the same thing. And I mean, we've gotten a lot better, but knowing the difference of separating the father-son, two best friends and a player and a coach. And I think we, this week somehow is the closest we can get to meshing all three of them, but he just is, he knows when to speak up, when not to speak up, and at the end of the day, like he said, just to let me have fun, because if I'm not enjoying it, it doesn't matter how good my swing is or how many putts I'm making.
I love this field from 11-year-old Carl Stenson to 86-year-old Gary Player. How cool is the practice tee scene when you walk out there, or even the lunchroom?
Yeah, the lunchroom I love. I mean, it's. I was joking with my dad. It's sneaky. One of my favorite parts of this event is I get to go in and go over to the kids' side and have chicken fingers and fries for lunch every day.
Kids' table.
Hey, he did it too. It's not just
I
me.
had chicken fingers for lunch.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So this is pretty special.
The cool thing for me is some of the people that I admired growing up, like Lee Trevino and Gary Player, that Justin maybe didn't have his connection to like I did. I enjoy being around Lee. I've watched him play for years when I was growing up and always looked up to him. And just listening to all his stories, he's probably the one guy that can spend 3 hours out there and only hit 30 golf balls because he's talking more than he's hitting.
One of my favorites. You stop and watch that action? I mean...
Yeah. It's, I mean, like my dad said, I know a lot of these guys just from their past on TV, but haven't gotten to spend much time with them or talk to them or watch them hit balls, so try to.
The golf ball, the 5-footer you made, which ended up being the winning putt last year, is it back at Harmony Landing, your club in Kentucky, with all the other golf balls from all the other victories?
It's in the ball case, I believe, yeah.
How many are back there in the case?
The last time I shipped one home, because I wasn't there, I had to call and ask what to write on it, and I don't remember. It was 134 134, 135, right in there.
And we're just getting going, huh?
It's the plan.
We're just getting going, maybe up to 160, 170 when all is said and done. It's a win this week, as you know, just being here and teeing it up. It's great to see you, Mike. Really good to see you smiling.
Thank you.
Well and healthy. Congratulations. Happy, healthy New Year. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Team Thomas.